Hey everybody. Alright, I did not post a video on Friday, so I didn't feel like it, and I had a visitor. So, let's see. I will tell you what we did on Friday, though, which was, it's actually a pretty fun day. It was kind of laid back and relaxed. Let me see. We finished up Chapter 7 by taking the test, which I actually thought was easier than I thought it was easier than I thought it was going to be when I actually took it. So that was kind of cool. I did well on it. If any of you guys are going to Capri now, I'm assuming, saying if you're watching this a long time from when I'm posting it, if you have any questions on how to remember things, maybe I could try to help you. I don't know. I have a pretty good recall memory as it is, so I got a 99 on both tests so far. So I don't know, but you can ask me. So okay, so we finished up Chapter 7. We did a graduation wedge, which I showed you that on Thursday because we did the graduation wedge too. So we just did another one of those. Let's see what else we did on Friday. We also did 2 blowouts apparently. Cool, good for us. Yeah, we did one on a real person and one on our mannequins, because we did shampooing also on Friday, which that was fun. You learn all the different types of shampoo techniques, stuff like that, so you learn how to do the client. It's kind of, I did one of the senior girls, so I was a little intimidated, but I told her, I was like, give me whatever pointers you can, while I'm doing this now, so, when I go to do some, real person, I'll know. Real person, yeah, know some, client. Yeah, so I hear it's nerve-wracking regardless. You just get over it by doing it. So face your fears. Let's see. Today we started Chapter 8, which is kind of cool because this is kind of a lot of the interesting stuff where people always say, oh, I don't know if I should get this haircut if it'll fit my hair shape or whatever. Hair shape, head shape, face shape. Okay, so we did 8.1, which is design decisions and considerations. It goes over proportion, hair, personality, clothing, and lifestyle. So I'll read some more specific stuff to you guys. This chapter doesn't have a lot of stuff bolded in it, really, so I'm just going to go over some of it. So proportion has to do with, your whole body, actually. It's not just face. So women are said to be 7 heads tall, an average woman, and men to be 8 heads tall. So now there's different types of body shapes. So we have tall and lanky. Tall and lanky clients are people that have an overall elongated and narrow bone structure. Neither their hips nor their shoulders are dominant. They have long legs and arms and an unusually long neck. Due to their height, their heads seem to be small in proportion to their bodies. Women in this category would be approximately 5'10" or taller, and men would approximately be 6'1" or taller. So tall and lanky clients need volume and or longer hair. Tall women's hair should touch their shoulders, at least in the back. Men should also have longer and fuller styles. In the examples below, which you probably won't really be able to see, note the different illusions that are created by short, small hairstyles versus longer, fuller hairstyles. So you can see those kind of. Alright. So average clients are people with normal height, dominant shoulders, and average hips. Their bodies usually have a good proportion. Women in this category are in general between 5'5" and 5'9", while men are usually between 5'7" and 6'1". These clients can wear almost anything from fuller to closer hairstyles or from short to long hair length. However, a hairstyle that is short with volume on top will make them look taller, and a hairstyle that is longer, shoulder length or longer, with volume at the bottom will make them look shorter. Short and sturdy. Short and sturdy clients are shorter and have a heavy or robust bone structure. They often have wide shoulders and hips and short arms, legs, and necks. Women in this category are generally 5'4" or shorter, and men are 5'7" or shorter. They need hairstyles with height and volume on top. They should not wear any styles that touch the shoulders or have a lot of overall volume, since they would make them look shorter. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell because this is a video, but I'm clearly in person shorter than 5'4". My hair is very thick to begin with, so it's hard for it not to have volume all over. That's why I like doing kind of more of the seam styles. It brings the volume more up here and kind of thins out the bottom. You can't really tell that this is a seam cut because A, it's really not styled the way it should be, and B, she didn't really cut it where it looks like, I like the way it looks like if I had extensions in my hair, even though it's my real hair. Some people will refuse to cut it that way because when it grows out, it doesn't look good. But yeah, I don't know, I don't care. So I might do it to myself one of these days. So let's see. I don't think I'm short and sturdy though. I wouldn't call myself that. I'd say petite. I don't really know if there's a huge difference in what kind of styles you should wear. That's something I'm going to ask them. So besides the overall height and body proportion, there are also individual features that are, if dominant, need to be considered separately. So length of the neck is one of them. So if you have a short neck or a long neck. So clients with short necks should avoid volume at the neck. Long wispy lengths are good alternatives since they visually elongate. Any outlining around the neckline should be narrow and elongated. Long necks need mass and fullness around them. Longer, fuller hair at the perimeter is good for this characteristic. If the client likes shorter hair, choose a hairstyle that still shows hair along the neck from the front view. Leave the nape area longer and fuller. Cut a horizontal design line at the bottom to imply weight or fullness. Okay, so now I know my collar's kind of high, but I think I have a long neck for a short person, so I would need more fullness around my neck, which kind of works out because my hair's full anyway. So shoulders. So it's wide shoulders or narrow shoulders. Wide shoulders need a hairstyle with a narrowing design line in the back. The design line should be any lines that imply a narrow or steep V shape. The lines give the illusion of narrowing the shoulders and stretching the body. Narrow shoulders, however, need just the opposite hairstyles. For narrow shoulders, need design lines that imply horizontal lines or an A shape. Flat and wide oval lines work well. All of these lines need to be cut at low angles in order to add fullness and weight. Okay, so since I am a tiny person to begin with, people might say I have narrow shoulders, but I personally think that I have kind of wide shoulders for my body. They're not like disproportionately wide, but I don't think they're narrow. Like, they don't slope down a lot. I feel like you would have to cut them here for them to be considered narrow, but I'm not entirely sure. We did workshop sheets today with partners, and we haven't went over them yet, so I can't tell you guys what's actually up. So entire body shape's another thing to take into consideration. So if you have a larger figure, you're going to want more hair, and if you have a small figure, you want less hair. Another problem for me, because I'm so tiny and I have so much hair. Doesn't look like it right now just because of the cut, but trust me, my hair is freaking crazy, especially if you see me in a humid climate when my hair is all curly. Like, oh, it's crazy. It's nuts. Alright. Then we have face shapes. So most common face shapes are oval, round, square, and oblong, pear, diamond, and heart. So, let's see. Alright, so I'll go more into specifically like what fits what. Oval facial shape. An oval face is rounded, long and narrow, rather than wide and short. It has no dominant areas. Oval faces look very harmonious because they approximate even three-sectioning. Oval faces look good with almost any hairstyle, length, or texture. Sometimes the oval facial shape lacks a focal point and can look plain. A stronger statement with the hairstyle may be used to create interest. Okay, I personally think I have an oval face shape. I do look like I get a little narrower here, but on here they do get a little narrower, but I don't feel like my chin comes to a point, which is more of like a diamond or a heart. And the heart, I think, has more of like a square top to the head, and I think I'm pretty oval up here. So, round facial shape. The round face looks circular. Yeah, okay, so you can wear anything on an oval shape. But yeah, the round shape face shape looks circular. It appears to be rather short and wide rather than long and narrow. Round faces have a low, round hairline and short chin with a very rounded jawline. These faces look very good with geometric or linear hairstyle. When the face is well balanced, short and layered styles look very good. An asymmetrical hairstyle can also distract from the roundness of the face. Always add height, and when possible, cut long, wispy side areas to make the cheeks look narrow. Avoid volume at the sides, since this would add even more width. Round faces shouldn't wear fringes. A few wisps of hair are better. Avoid curls, since they emphasize the roundness of the face even more. If the client has naturally curly hair, create a very angular shape. Place the volume either below the jawline or above the temple area. Okay. Square facial shape. The square face is short and wide. It looks very angular with a lot of straight lines. For instance, the front hairline and jawline are almost horizontal, while the cheekbones protrude very little on the sides. The area most dominant of the square face is the jawline. Square-shaped faces need height on top and narrowness on the sides. Shapes that elongate the face are preferable. Very short hair with height on top can look good on self-confident clients. For others, curly texture and wisps of hair around the face work well, since this adds softness to the angular lines of the face. People with square faces generally shouldn't wear fringes or styles with width at the jawline. Okay, so I feel comfortable pretty much reading almost all of this from the book to you guys because A, this isn't the nuts and bolts book, and B, a lot of this information, if not all of it, can be found online because I've read this stuff offline before myself. So it's just kind of a reiteration. So people who are watching this who are probably already interested in cosmetology probably already know this stuff, at least for yourself, because you're interested in what kind of haircut will look good on you. So the oblong facial shape. The oblong rectangle face is long, narrow, and angular. The jawline is wide and almost horizontal. The hairline on the oblong face is only slightly curved. The bone structure allows the sides to look vertical since the cheekbones barely protrude. In many cases, one area of the face is longer, either the forehead, the chin, or the middle portion. Oblong faces need softness and width and look good with longer and curly hair. Chin-length hair with volume on the sides is also flattering. A fringe can shorten the look of the oblong face. Women with oblong faces shouldn't wear extremely short hair, as it might look too masculine. Avoid adding any more height to the rectangular face. Also avoid flat, long, straight hair. That would make the face look even longer. Alright, 3 more shapes. Pear facial shape. The pear-shaped face, trapezoidal face, is most often elongated with a forehead that is narrow, a jawline that is widest area of the face. The pear-shaped face can wear graduated forms very well since their styles can push the volume up and above the jawline into narrow areas. If the hair is short, the volume should be placed at the upper crest area. If the client wears the hair long, it should reach past the jawline. Curls and wispy hair can soften the angularity of the face. Also, long wispy sides areas make the cheeks and jaw look more slender. In general, the hair should be neither extremely short nor like a bob that ends at the jawline. Okay. Diamond facial shape. The diamond face shape is elongated and angular. Its widest area is at the cheekbones. That's another thing. I don't think my widest area is my cheekbones. I think I'm pretty flush right here. I might go out a little bit, but I don't think too much. I don't really have too pronounced cheekbones, I don't think. Anyway, enough about me. While the forehead and chin are narrow, the diamond facial shape resembles the oval face but looks harsher. Diamond-shaped faces need narrow sides and fullness at the chin. Bobs work very well for the diamond facial shape. Short hair also looks good on the diamond face shape as long as the nape lengths are kept longer and wispy so the hair can visually soften the pointed chin. The diamond-shaped face should avoid wearing height on top, volume at the sides, or a short cropped nape. Also, long pointed sides areas are not good since they emphasize the sharpness of the chin. Okay. Heart facial shape. The heart-shaped triangle face is long. The heart face shape is angular and the chin area is sometimes elongated and pointed, while the forehead is wide. These faces look good with volume at the jawline and no or little volume on top. Curls help to soften the features. If the hair is shorter, the nape still needs to stay full. Too much volume at the top of the hairstyle will make the face look even more triangular. Diagonal forward lines and long pointed side areas should be avoided. Short cropped napes can make the face look too harsh. Okay.